Good evening, President Ortega, school board members, Superintendent Christensen. Joe Greenwald couldn't be here tonight. He and a lot of the care members and sort of top echelon of care are extremely busy. We're very active in the community, and they are active tonight, and they are out doing things in the community. And so what I want to say is I am incredibly proud of the tremendous efforts that were put forth by an amazing group of dedicated volunteers that put integrity before dishonesty. They put community before self-interest. We're committed to our community, we're committed to our kids, and making sure that what needs to be done in Orange Unified is done, and we will make sure it happens. We are the majority. We are 54.5%, and whether we make it or not, we are a clear majority. So what I want to do tonight is thank the supermajority on the board that supported and endorsed this, Mr. Surge, Mr. Whalen, Mr. Ortega, Mr. Ledesma, Mrs. Moffitt. You all did a tremendous job. You put your name right behind Measure K. You went out, you worked, you walked precincts, you called on the telephone, you passed out information, and we want to thank you. As you know, the perception of dysfunction on the board was part of our battle. That was something that we had to tackle all the time. Yes, you are somewhat dysfunctional, maybe not as dysfunctional as it was a few decades ago, and sometimes you have to, you're paying for the sins of your father, but there's some dysfunction here, and I agree with Mr. Ortega that you need to get it together. Everybody, not just one side, not just the other, everybody needs to get it together for the sake of our kids. But the difference between our district and the other districts that passed bonds this time was our opposition. It was the lack of unity. Voter turnout was dismal. However, Measure K is only currently losing by 251 votes. 251 votes, that is tiny. Any small thing could have changed that, anything. I'm convinced that it's impacted by the actions, small and large, of two members on this school board. First, Diane Singer, I want to thank you for nothing. You chose your own ego and your own agenda, and you used Measure K and teachers' money to take every opportunity to push your own agenda. It backfired, however. It was not without collateral damage. We know you spoke negatively about Measure K at every turn. Whether you think it was a perfect measure or not, you knew it was one step in the right direction, and that's why you voted to put it on the ballot in the first place, is what you said. You could have expressed every one of those reservations that you had that you expressed later during the campaign before you voted to put it on the ballot. What's the cost of that? Who knows? Is it 50 votes? Is it 25 votes? Who knows? Now, Ms. Delagianni, your campaign was the true problem in this election, and you should be ashamed of what you did. You have absolutely no business whatsoever calling yourself a trustee. What you did, what did you do for the people that you are entrusted to care for? They didn't get an answer from you. They got canned comments from Deb Pauley, who is not even elected to represent OUSD. You should be ashamed of yourself. But the good news is this: we are the majority, and we are going to do what's right for these kids, and we will make sure that you are not reelected and that our kids get what's coming to them, everything that's good. Thank you.